This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father, in the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren teaching his word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the elect, 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there, shalom. I'm the brother Dhamma Gabar, here with another lesson, Lord willing, to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. All right, and we're definitely in the times, man, of being very, very circumspect, okay? And making sure that we're moving wisely, making sure that we're staying prayed up, making sure that we're anointing ourselves, our wives, and our children, and praying for, the sincere brothers out there, because hey, man, these days are getting more evil and evil. And the Lord is really putting the nasty, perverse, nasty spirit on these wicked ass souls out here. Just the other day, I know my wife was leaving to go to work, taking my son to school. She was like, there's a bunch of just weird ass people out here. It was some nigga, you could tell. She said he looked like he was a flaming Mo, but the nigga was just walking out here with a goddamn kangaroo outfit on. Like, as she was leaving our apartments, she had to open the gate to get out. That the nigga was just walking, and as soon as he saw the gate open, he just started sashaying his weird ass inside of the apartments, and and it's been like that a lot lately, man. I just been seeing, a lot of just weird activity and like a weird vibration and a weird movement on a lot of these people out here, because as we know, these people got hella demons on them, man. And as we get closer into the end, we're going to see more of this perverseness, more of this weird ass, demonic type of activity and spirits that's moving out, and that's going to jump on these people, man. So that's why we got to make sure that we're definitely being circumspect and making sure that, we understand the times that we're living in. And, hey, when brothers leave the house, you got to send up prayers, man. Pray at the Lord, bless your going ins and your going out. Hey, pray to the Lord that, when you go into these different places, whether you got to go to the grocery store or you got to get some gas, you got to do this, you got to do that. Hey, man, that the Lord just has the spirit of you being circumspect, man. We're not living in the times for you to be just walking down the street constantly with your head down looking at your phone, or being out and about with your headphones in your ear, to where you're canceling out all the noise and the things that's going on around you, because hey, man, at any moment anything can pop off. And as we get closer into the end, man, when we start seeing these blackouts, when we start seeing this economy collapse, when we start seeing more of these people just ultimately lose everything, and as George Salente always say, completely lose it, it's going to be hellified demon time out here, man. And remember, you got a lot of these people out here, man, who are just bugged out of their damn minds. You got a lot of these, especially a lot of these younger Gen Zers, even some of these adults. A lot of them are on medications. A lot of them are on antidepressants. A lot of them are on all type of medication, and they're using drugs and popping pills and mixing alcohol and other drugs, with all these demons that are upon them. And these people are moving real suspect, real weird, man. Real real demons. And we're going to see more of that the more that we get closer to the end. And I saw these articles, right, which I'm gonna show you, brothers, man. Check this out. You're gonna start seeing more of this. All right, it says pretty disturbing, harrowing moment. Crazed man in Chucky mask chases jogger and asks her, "Are you ready to die?" as creep terrorizes town. You see him right here. These women are out jogging. Look, the dude behind her just chasing her. And and times like these, there's always women and children that are really the bigger victims of these weirdo activities, man. Like I said, you got this chick, look, she's jogging, she's half goddamn naked. She got her headphones in, and she's out there jogging unprotected. Now, of course, people want to exercise, you want to, work out, but these women are so damn proud and so goddamn stupid. They don't even be out there. Like, my thing is, if you are going to be a woman out there jogging, especially out here looking, dressed half naked with your ass hanging out, at least have some goddamn pepper spray, at least have some type of goddamn weapon, or have some type of wherewithal about yourself, or go in a group, or go to the gym, or, jog somewhere where, just be more aware. You see? But let's read some of this. See, look at this woman. Look how she's dressed, man. She looks like an easy victim. And, the Jakes out here, these Jakes is bugged the hell out, man. You got a lot of these Jakes that got, like I said, hellified demons on them. They're on all type of medication. And you got a lot of these Jakes that's probably heard about this truth and condemned the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So the Lord is totally turning up the demonic activity on these people, man. So let's check some of this out. It says, this is terrifying moment. A crazed creep wearing a Chucky doll mask chased after a female jogger and asks, are you ready to die? It says the masked suspect, thought to be a black man between 16 and 20, terrorized the streets of Philadelphia, targeting 6 people at random. Oh, there go that number 6. That's how you know that is demonic, man. See, look at this shit. These people look like goddamn the Purge characters. Because why? We know that a purge is ultimately coming. It says, shocking footage shows the man harassing a female jogger who later reported him to police. Describing the harrowing encounter, Philadelphia Police Captain Jason Smith said he's holding his cell phone up in front of her, at which time he asked her, are you ready to die? And, and I remember seeing shit like this a couple years ago where you had these dumbass white boys in clown suits, walking around in dark, walking in parks, walking on dark trails, with knives and shit. Now some of it could be because these dumb fuckers are trying to get content and trying to create a page, but for a lot of the times, these are just motherfuckers who got hellified demons on them. They got that spirit of vengeance. They got that spirit of death and demonic activity on them. You see? It says she appeared startled, at which time the masked male asks her again, are you ready to die? Clearly, she's not ready to die, so she takes off. Smith revealed that the jogger injured her leg while fleeing the masked man and was screaming for help during the ordeal. It says a witness named Jamaica says she noticed the man stalking the jogger and tried to warn her. And what's going to happen a lot more too? A lot of these men are not going to come to the aid of you women because you've been so goddamn proud. You've been so negative. You've been so nasty towards men. Hey, when men see these things happen, a lot of men are going to be like, look, that ain't my woman. That ain't my problem. I'm not getting involved in this shit. You see? And this is why you women need men. This is why you need husbands. This is why you need protection. And it's only going to get more intensified as we get closer into the end. I mean, look how these people acting right now while things are somewhat normal. Imagine when all hell break loose. Imagine when it's a Gary, Indiana situation where there's been no power for 6 days. The amount of bedlam and mayhem and things like this that are taking place, man. You see, scriptures tell you that, all of this, I don't need a man, all of this independent woman, all of this, I can do bad all by myself, is going to eventually it's going to be canceled out. Especially when the Lord, totally allows this place to completely collapse and there's no more 9/11, when there's no more electricity or power or a police that you can call to, get, to come to your aid. What you going to do then? You see? It says she told WPVI, I started to wave at her from across the intersection and say, hey, there's someone behind you. Look behind you. Jamaica said the creep tried to force himself in a La Colombe coffee shop before turning his attention to her. She says she screamed and kicked him in the chest, but says something seemed off about the man. Right, because the nigga got mad demons on him, man. These people are fucking possessed. They already got demons on the day-to-day. Imagine when they're off this medication and off these pills or fentanyl or whatever other drugs these people are popping. I remember like a couple of weeks ago, brothers did a video of this dude in Las Vegas that just was firing an AR-15 inside of a neighborhood. You see? So the Lord got hellified demons on these people out here. It says she screamed and kicked him in the chest, but said something seemed off about the man. Look at this nigga. Look at this little demon with the mask on. Look at him, man. These little demons, man. It says he just seemed so disoriented about what his goals actually were, she said. I had bags. He wasn't reaching for those. It didn't seem like he had a clear goal to do anything. So I was like, let's see if he can fight. And he couldn't. The masked suspect now faces charges of terroristic threats, harassment, assault, and reckless endangerment and intimidation, Smith said. He is accused of terrorizing people within a crazed 15-minute window early on last Wednesday and remains at large. And you know this shit is going to bring a lot of copycats. Because you got a lot of people that got demons on them, man. And they can see shit like this and they're going to want to try to imitate it. You see? But again, these women thinking they safe. You ain't safe out here no more. You see? And imagine it was just this little wimpy little dork. Imagine if it was a more of a man, a growner man with grown man strength. And he had the complete intentions of graping or sending you back into the spirit world. See, it would have been nothing that woman could have done. Yeah, she probably kicked this guy off, but it's going to be another demon and another guy she's not going to be able to just kick off or fight off. He's going to come for whatever it is those demons will tell him, to take from you. You see? What else? It says, on top of harassing the jogger, he allegedly uttered something to a man wearing a high visible jacket before chasing him. He also reportedly seen film in all of his encounters. You see now, like I said, some of this shit could be for content. But like I said, even if it is for content, these motherfuckers is crazy. They got demons on them, man. It says a manhunt is now underway. With Smith saying, trust me when I tell you this, we're going to do our darnest to try and locate this individual. Well, they better get him before he strike again. And we're going to see more of this type of shit take place because we're just in those times, man, where, hey, everything is, like the brother in London said, everything is getting spooky, man. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And when you go to that word for cold, in the Greek, the word is psycho. See? A lot of these people are psycho. Ain't no nigga in his right mind going to film himself trying to do content of this nature. Are you ready to die and chasing down? Because, at the end of the day, you don't know what the hell. A lot of people are holding and got guns and got weapons. Ain't no telling what somebody else is holding. For you to be in this type of demonic spirit to be moving like this shows you that these people are demons, man. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. It says, the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. So let's get this word for perverse. Excuse me. All right, the word for perverse is iram. It says distorting, perverted, warping. Let's go to the root. It says to bend, twist, distort, to do perversely, to commit iniquity, do wrong, pervert. This is to commit iniquity, see? And this is the type of spirit that people have on them now. Look, to do amiss, to make crooked, commit iniquity, trouble, turn, to do wickedly, do wrong. You see? Because in this society, doing evil has been so, people are so desensitized and so, so wickedness and folly and foolishness has become the norm here. So these people are definitely in the spirit of acting out these type of different things, man. And like I'm saying, the Lord's only going to turn up the turn up the demonic energy on these people as things get closer and more out of control. It says, neither shall it says, and they have caused Egypt, and this Egypt here is speaking about America, to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. You see, because these people are drunken out here, drunken off these philosophies. They're drunken off all of these different, left-handed and wicked vibrations. So therefore, hey, these people are easily infected with devils, man. People are listening to a lot of this demonic music. They're watching a lot of these demonic movies, and these people are under heavy impressions. And a lot of these people's spirits are open to these demonic entities to enter into them and cause them to spaz out. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Right. This is why you've been seeing lately a lot of these damn takeovers with these little demonic ass little YNs. And what happened at all these takeovers? Violence and a pandemonium always ensues, which means all demonic, all demons, man. You see? It says, and in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts, which he shaketh over it. You see? So, hey, this place is just going to continue to deteriorate and get worse and worse, man. All right? Let's get this one. There's another one I had. It was 2 articles like that. Come on, bro. God damn it. Or let's do it like this. I had it right here. Look at this one. It says, mass suspect wanted for terrorizing Center City and Philadelphia residents. Is that the same one, pretty much? Yeah, no, this one, the guy had a Chucky mask. And this one says, was it the same one? Oh, yeah, it might be. No, this is a different one. It says, police said the startled victim attempted to flee. The female was screaming for, wait, let me read up. It says, police are searching for a masked suspect whom investigators say has been terrorizing people. The video shows Monday a masked man chasing a woman. Okay, that was one. And it says, the female is screaming for help. Oh, this is the same one, I guess. Oh, okay. I thought it was 2 different ones. Okay, this is the same one. I thought it was 2 different articles. But, hey, man, but at the same time, though, you know, this type of activity is only going to increase, man. And these people are going to be more and more bugged out of their mind. Hey, and a lot of it is going to be for judgment upon 2/3 of you wicked as Jake out there. You see? As far as judgment, this is Proverbs 1:24. It says, because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have said at not all my counsel and with none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. You see? And this is a lot of judgment the Lord's going to have for a lot of you Jakes out here, especially a lot of you women. Like I said, when all hell breaks loose in this bedlam and this mayhem, the first ones that are that are easy victims are women and children. And you got a lot of these proud ass women out here with no man, with no protection, with no hedge, who think you know, they're gonna always you know, be pedestalized or be in an all right situation when they're not. You see? It says, they would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof, therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. You see? Hey, and these evil days are definitely approaching and getting worse and worse, man. All right, and especially upon the wicked ass 2/3 of our people. The Lord's going to he's going to get you, man. This is Second Ezra chapter 15:24. It says, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. You see that, man? You see? It's only going to get worse, man. It's right here, it tells you the man's not going to have no pity on his neighbor when things get bad enough out here. You know, it's going to be just like the purge. It's going to be Diego's times, the purge, man. And like I said, you got a lot of men out here who are very upset and very, you know, angry at a lot of you women for your pride. You know, you got a lot of women that left their men, that put them on child support. A lot of men are in jail and in prison over these trifling, disgusting ass women. I just saw a video earlier when I was at work with his Jake. You know, Jake was crashing out, being a simp and a pussy, but still, hey, the Lord had that spirit of jealousy on the guy. He basically caught his girlfriend cheating on him with some nigga inside of his own apartment while he was at work. And he was just cussing the bitch out like, you ain't shit, bitch. Look at me. You can't even look at me. And he was like, you know, I mean, you over here playing with fire, bitch. You know, I'll kill your ass and I'll kill this nigga. You know, Jake was ready to crash out, man. You see, you got a lot of men that's in jail over these trifling ass no good women that are sitting in jail, probably counting down the days. Can't wait till he can get out and get his hands, put his hands around the neck of that damn Jezzy. You know, she got him locked up, didn't give a fuck while they was together. You know, and meanwhile, while he locked up, she's still out there being a hoe and fucking around and doing all type of trifling bullshit. You see, you got a lot of these women that put men on child support. A lot of these women that done lied on men. You know, and just these women walking around in great pride and arrogance and thinking they're better than men that got a terrible day awaiting them when all hell breaks loose, man. You see, and this is why, man, hey, the best place to be is under the hedge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, and make the Most High your fear and your dread so that he can be also your salvation and our protection. But we're going to see more and more shit like this, man. We ain't seen nothing yet, man. Let's look at this shit. Let's make it bigger. Oh, what the fuck is this? That's not it.
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor.
Oh, man. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck about Andrew checking Windsor. Anyways, let me see something. Here we go. Oh, goddamn. Man, yeah, look at this. Look at these crazy ninjas, man. I'll play this little video and I'm gonna close it. Hey, so with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this video was edifying. And hey, man, until the next one. Hopefully it plays, but if not, man, you brothers, you know.
250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Ready for this one? Get iPhone 17 Pro on T-Mobile. Let that sink in. On T-Mobile. Take that amazing new iPhone and be like this guy. Look at that perfect selfie. Here's another reason. High-speed data in more than 215 countries and destinations. She sure is taking in that local flavor, and now she's dancing. Okay, how about this one? America's Best Network. That's living. Hey! There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Find yours.
Now at 11, I'm Shari Williams. Rick is off. The big story on Action News tonight is the search for this masked man caught on video here, terrorizing people in Center City. Police say he's threatened and chased at least a half dozen people, even asking a woman, is she ready to die? Action News reporter Leland Pender live for us now right along the Ben Franklin Parkway looking into this. Leland, you actually had a chance to talk with one of the women.
Man, come on, man. What the fuck?
Women here who says she fought back.
That's right, Shari. She described a very terrifying experience here, but also acted very bravely. Thankfully, she got away, and so did the woman seen on video. This woman refused to become a victim. When a masked stranger approached her in Center City last Wednesday morning, she squared up and kicked him in the chest. So you kicked him in the center of his chest. She's like, you know, just like that.
Yeah.
Wow. It happened about 5:15 a.m. near 15th and Broad. Jamaica W. believes the person who targeted her is the same suspect police say was caught on camera chasing a woman out.
Anyways, a nigga woman thinks she big and bad. Hey, like I said, we'll see when you get one of these niggas who got more of a demonic and rapist type of spirit on that. That little kung fu kick you did ain't gonna do a goddamn thing, but allow easier access for this nigga to take what he want, man. But anyways, with that, man, I'm gonna give all praise on the glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Until the next one, Shalom.